Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to go to the screen share. Just 1 second. All right. So, sharing my screen. Okay, so this is a workshop on healing, divorce, and breakup energetically. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the agenda, my value proposition, the stages of grief, recovery and action, and energetic healing meditation journey. So, my story, sharing a little bit about what qualifies me to share here today. I was in a marriage of 20 years. I was with my high school sweetheart, married, was with him at 17 years old, got married at 19, stayed married for 20 years, had a couple of kids. So I understand about healing from these long relationships and marriages. That's what qualifies me to share here today. I've recovered from that, and I did it with a variety of ways that we're going to share and talk about here today. So I went through so much that I wrote a book about it. Walking Away, Winning the War Against Shame, Abuse, AIDS, and Abandonment. And here's my website in case you want to go grab it, or you can go on Amazon or contact me for an autographed copy if you are in the States. So, Walking Away, Winning the War Against Shame, Abuse, AIDS, and Abandonment. What is the toll divorce or breakup can have on your life? What's the toll on your mind? What's the toll on your body? What's the toll on your spirit? The issues. Typically, people break up over time, meaning it doesn't happen overnight. So much trauma. For me, it was traumatic almost from the beginning, but I didn't realize. There were so many things that I didn't realize because a lot of times people show you just what you want to see. They're not caring about what you need. A lot of times they're really only caring about themselves. They always say that time changes things, but you actually have to change them yourself. And that was a quote that Andy Warhol said, which makes so much sense because people think that you can just sit back and allow time to change things. Now, that can be true in some instances. If you're growing a garden, if you leave it in the ground like you're supposed to, then it'll change and grow to become whatever it is that you planted. But in other cases, you have to change them yourself. So I agree with this on that term. Recovery from breakup, divorce. So you have choices. You can wallow and you can complain about everything wrong in your life. You could have support. You can have constructive conversations with your support team. If that's on your mind, there are people you can talk to. There's therapists you can get on call. There's healers, people that work strictly to heal from recovery from breakup and divorce. I say breakup because a lot of people these days are not getting married, but they be with people 10, 12, 15, 20 years and then break up. So to me, it's like a divorce, but I say breakup because they're technically not married. Surround yourself with quality friends. Appreciate the people in your life. Support. Talk to the right people. The people who desire to help you and understand that you're hurting. So don't just go around talking to any old body, because a lot of times we'll do that. We'll just be talking to anybody, and it don't be the right people that you need to talk to. But don't be the people that have your best interests at heart. It don't be the people that really care about you. Sometimes it's just people that want to get in your business. So you have to be mindful of that. The healing process is akin to the process of grief that Elizabeth Kubler-Ross identified. There are 5 stages of grief, and you typically go through all the stages, not in any particular order, because it really is a death of a relationship. When you get divorced or when you have an extreme breakup, it's a death of a relationship. That's what it is. And so I'm going to go over the 5 stages of grief according to Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. The first stage is denial. The second is anger. The third is bargaining. The fourth is depression. The fifth is acceptance. And what does that look like? Typically, it looks like shock, the initial disbelief, going between numbness and pain and asking why. Typically, you already know when your relationship is headed for an end, you already know whether you want to admit it to yourself and believe it. Honestly, I know that you do feel that shock and initial disbelief, but you really don't need to feel that because you already knew. Tragically, a lot of times we just don't want to admit it to ourselves. If y'all been sleeping in different bedrooms and all that kind of stuff, and you don't talk to each other and you don't really have a relationship, then what do you expect is going to happen eventually? And then you got denial, which avoid discussing divorce as a solution. Invest heavily in saving your marriage. See your therapist, your healer, your pastor, your priest, your best friend, your mama. Talk to somebody about it. And that's usually what people do when they're in denial. You start doing that. Although these are things that you probably should have already done by the time you get to this point, but typically we haven't done those things. You stay in that state of denial and you're not looking at divorce as an option, which really it is the only option once you get here. Then you got anger, blaming, frustrated, emotional, blaming for the past, present, and the future issues. You're just angry and you're blaming everybody and anything, all kinds of things you can't even change. You can't change the past. And blaming is such a low vibration emotion. There's nothing you can do with it. Nothing. And then bargaining. People offer to do anything to make things right. They'll say, oh, and they'll do this with God. They'll say, oh, God, if you'll fix my marriage, I'll be a better Christian. If you fix my marriage, I'll be a better person. If you fix my marriage, I'll do this. There's the bargaining stage. And I know it well because I did it. I'm not telling you something that I didn't do. I'm telling you something that I did do. And then you got depression, sadness associated with realization of the inevitable often deepens after unsuccessful try again. Because typically, I'm gonna tell you, me and my ex, we separated 3 times before we divorced over the 20-year period. 3 times I left him. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I left him 2 times and he left me the third time. When he left me the third time, I was so happy. But then I settled in and I started dealing with all of these things that I'm sharing with you. I had prayed for a year for God to do something, to fix something, to change him, to change me. So when that thing happened, I said, God, thank you. You answered my prayer. Then I started dealing with some of these things. Acceptance, recognizing the new identity and set healthy boundaries. Hold up responsibilities in new circumstances. So that is when you start to get into that realization stage. You start realizing that this is happening. This is what this is. And then you start realizing that there's some shifts and some changes maybe that you have to make depending on your situation. And so what did I do to heal and move on? I started journaling my thoughts, my dreams, my visions. I started to get clear on what I wanted. Share some things on your list. Journal and start thinking about where you want to go from here. What is it that you want to do? Forgiveness is so key. So for me, I created my own ritual around forgiveness, and I also utilized the Ho'oponopono prayer. While I was quick to forgive my ex, it took a little longer for me to forgive myself. Forgive yourself for staying in that relationship, even though you knew it wasn't a match. Forgive yourself for allowing someone to mistreat you. Forgive yourself for not loving yourself enough to put you first. Now, this is not an exhaustive list. There are many things that you can forgive, but this is a start. And so the Ho'oponopono prayer goes like this. At its core, the Ho'oponopono prayer is a process of reconciliation and forgiveness. The prayer is a powerful affirmation consisting of 4 key phrases. You say, and what I say is you visualize the person in front of you that you want to forgive, or the thing that you want to forgive, as if they're standing in front of you, and say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. These phrases are not just words, but a mantra that embodies acceptance, responsibility, gratitude, and love. Find gratitude. Now, I started finding gratitude for everything and being grateful for everything, even your ex. Do things you love to do. Spend more time with your friends and pets. Take time to reconnect with previous loves, reading, writing, cooking, designing, creating, exercise as much as you can. Find gratitude for exercise. Now, you want to find affirmations that mean something to you. If you think about the things that you desire, the things that you want, find affirmations that mean something to you and really embody the person that you are. One of the things that I say to myself is, I am the woman who is secure in herself and knows her value proposition. I am the woman who is confident in her gifts and uses them to a fault. I am the woman who is a multi-seven-figure earner without a huge team, but with an assistant and contractors. I am the woman who is fearless. I am the woman who knows her worth. And so these are things that mean something to me. These are things that light me up. These are things that I feel. That is one of the things that I wanted to do. So we're going to do a meditation. So I want you to sit down or lie down, get comfortable, check your spinal alignment, make sure that your spine is nice and straight. Lightly tuck your chin down a little bit, elongate your neck, then close your eyes, focus on your breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, hold it for 3 seconds, then out through the mouth. As you do that, imagine you're inhaling positivity and exhaling negativity. Now I'm going to put this meditation on for us.
Eyes softly closed. Awareness centered on breath and body. Inviting muscles to relax. And getting an awareness of the energy of that which we will be calling life. In order to do this, I will walk you through an exercise, but simply be aware in the meantime of how your body feels, what you're sensing, what you're witnessing, perceiving, and experiencing as we go through this. Begin by imagining oneness. Whether for you, this is a connection to a higher power that is one with all, or it's literally being the one thing that is in this moment. Let that come to you now. Being open to whatever the highest, best, most loving idea, energy, and creation of the experience of oneness for you right now, whatever that is. I'll give you a moment to feel it. Let yourself relax into it. And as you get a sense of being one with oneness in this moment, let that sense be the energy of life itself. Let yourself give life the following message. Dear life, I love you. I thank you for all that is You are truly amazing. Everything I could possibly imagine. I am so grateful for every sip of air I get to take. Thank you for all the gifts you give me that amaze me every day. I trust you, life. And I love how you trust me. You trust me enough that I may be here right now, alive in this very moment. I feel so lucky to be here. Thank you, life. Thank you. Make this your own by saying a few more sentiments to life now. Out louder in your mind, it does not matter. You now begin to imagine that you are receiving the energy of a message back from life itself. Trust your own experience, whether you hear words or simply get a knowing or a feeling within, or anything in between, it's all good. Trust what happens for you. Very good. Say thank you to yourself and all of life for being here for this moment. And carry that gratitude with you as you slowly come back to this moment and this blissful awareness of your oneness with life. Opening your eyes only when you're ready. And carrying this feeling forward with you.
All right, so we have finished that quick meditation. Thank you so much for joining me. For me to be here before you for a few minutes, I have to share how you can work with me. I have a few different programs that I have going. Magic and Mentoring, 6 weeks to awakening your clairsenses. Are you interested in improving awareness and sensitivity to subtle energies? Would you like to increase your intuition? Get techniques for maintaining energetic balance and grounding? This is a small group program. Paid in full price is $555. 2 payments of $300. That is something that is interesting to you, let me know, reach out to me. And then I have monthly magical healing and transformation. So 3 months of healing and transformation, 2 times monthly sessions, 1-to-1, email, messenger, telegram support, $666 paid in full, 3 payments of $244. And that's 3 months of 1-to-1 sessions, 2 times monthly. This is for those who want more support and accountability. So if you are interested in that, you feel like I can help you, send me a message. We'll jump on a call and see if it's for you. 6 months of healing and transformation, 2 times monthly, 1-to-1 sessions, email, messenger, telegram support, $13.32 paid in full, or 6 payments of $244. I think that's like super reasonable. And I really am trying to get out here so I can help people. I also have the Conscious Healing Hub. Conscious Healing Hub membership is $33 a month and no contract. So that means you can go and come if you want to. But I would advise you to stay. This is for founding members. So that is the price that it'll stay for you forever. If you go out and come back, it might go up. This membership is your gateway to developing and harnessing the power of your intuition to transform your life. Join a supportive and empowering community dedicated to holistic wellness, personal growth, and spiritual enlightenment. Through guided journeys, insightful workshops, engaging resources, and monthly Zoom calls, you will learn to connect deeply with your inner wisdom. Unlock the potential to experience authentic living, achieve your dreams, and embark on a life-changing journey of self-discovery and intuitive mastery. Step into a life of mindful, inspired living with the Conscious Healing Hub. Included in your membership, monthly Zoom calls recorded, private Facebook group, Telegram, for support, resources, guest lectures and workshops, and 20% off all of my services as a thank you for being a member. And you also have opportunities to be an affiliate as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me for these few minutes. I appreciate you. I hope that all is well with you. I'm going to stop the share. Again, I really appreciate you joining me today. Thank you. Definitely, we are at a space, a time where healing is paramount and healing from anything is possible. It's according to what you believe. I am here to assist you in that area to help you connect to your intuition, to connect to your God self, connect to your spirit, so that you can live a more interesting life, have the things that you desire, and be who you feel called to be. So if those are things that you're interested in, make sure that you continue to follow me and that you like, share, and subscribe wherever you are watching this. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that everything is magical in your world, and I hope that your heart is full. You can follow me on TikTok at Intuitive Tammy, on Facebook at Tammy Morrison, or Unleashing Your True Self, on Instagram at I Am Really Tammy Y. Morrison. I'm on LinkedIn at Tammy Morrison, so you can follow me all over. And my website is tammymorrison.com. So you can reach out to me any of those spaces. And if you're watching on YouTube, I think my email might actually be on there. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for showing up for yourself. If you need any help and support in transferring and transforming, especially once you get out of these relationships and they're hurtful, if you need any assistance or you want to just even have a talk therapy session, I'm open to that as well. So again, thank you for joining, and I hope everything is wonderful in your world. Bye now.